to my channel with Baratang. My name is Itumeleng Lekomanyane, and this is the very first episode of Entrepreneurship 101 with Baratang. My guest today is the owner and founder of Sandwich NtonNtons, Itumeleng Lekomanyane. He happens to be my cousin, and he's here today to tell us all about his journey in entrepreneurship as a street vendor. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us how your journey started into entrepreneurship. I know that Sandwich NtonNtons isn't your first business, and you had a business running before you went into Sandwich NtonNtons.
Yeah, so basically what happened is I tried my luck at entrepreneurship in 2016. I discovered my first business, which was called Works, which we were basically doing like school uniform printing, embroidery, and all the likes of anything clothing related. So that business we posted for like 2 years, and then like towards the end of the 2 years, then we just saw that the business started struggling, man. Customers were not coming back, we were not making enough money, we were living hand to mouth. So and then I just started trying to look for a job. I wasn't able to get a job, so I was looking for a job for like a period of a year, so I didn't get that. And then that's when I just decided I have to do something else. And then that's when like Sandwich NtonNtons came about, because I thought I must find something that can be unique, something that can say Itumeleng and let me stand out. So I just decided, let me think of a concept that isn't out there, something that I can sell. So I just decided, okay, let me just try out sandwiches, because I haven't seen anyone selling sandwiches, and I just decided, okay, let me be a street vendor. So I just went out, started selling the sandwiches. First day I went out, I had like a batch of 10 sandwiches, and then that first day I only managed to like sell 5. So my confidence was like at my lowest, so I didn't know what to do. So the second day I just decided, okay, let me just go to the ranks and just try out my luck there. So I just tried out, and then I just had like one variant of sandwiches, so I just had like a day good. So I just went out there, and then I just started selling, and then I posted it on social media. Everyone loved the concept. People just started coming to support me and supporting the brand.
And how much of an influence does social media have in your business? How would you encourage someone who's starting a business to go fully and invest in social media?
Yeah. So I think social media is like the biggest marketing platform out there, because it's free. You just use your data to actually get whatever you want out there. Sometimes you might not get the reaction you're looking for, but like social media is like the most important, because right now you cannot do advertising like what we did in the past with the newspapers, with the ads on TV. So like social media has become like the power tool behind every business right now, because like businesses are actually starting to put their products out there on social media. That's how we get recognition. So my business also got recognition via social media. So but I would say for someone starting out a business, let's just take it a day at a time, post your stuff, annoy people if you have to. Post whatever you have to every single day, because that's only when people are going to recognize you. Because if ever maybe you have a business and then you just like try to promote it, let's say once or twice a week, people will not recognize you, especially on these platforms like Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. So you'll just be another statistic who's just started a business.
One thing I noticed about you is that even though you're going into an environment, and this is what a lot of people complain about or are afraid of, you go into an environment where there are a lot of people who are doing the same thing as you, and what you have to do is find a way to stand out. I remember you saying you were focusing on like bringing health to the food that is sold by street vendors, which is something that didn't exist before you did it. Someone who's starting a business where the environment is saturated, how do I stand out? Like, how did you find that? What procedure did you take to realize that, okay, this is missing and this is exactly what I'm going to do and bring to the streets?
So basically you just have to find a gap. So if ever you just find a gap in the market, just go into that gap and identify what you can actually sell out there, because like I saw that people basically eat what is unhealthy every single day. People are eating amakwenya, they have acha, snook, all those things. So those things are not healthy for the body every single day. So I just decided, okay, let me just bring in an element of something healthy. Let me just do sandwiches with vegetables inside and meats, you know, and then that's how that's how I got my recognition, because like I was giving people something different, you know. Being different is what matters at this in entrepreneurship. You just have to like think of something that is out of the world, something that will just stand out and just be you, and you must stand by it and push it until the end.
I also noticed that branding is actually quite a big thing. I mean, we see street vendors every day, but I don't see the Sandwich NtonNtons logo. I even know it is like orange and blue and you know. And can you emphasize that importance of branding and making your business look appealing to the eye?
Okay, so as any business person, the most important thing is for you to have a business name. So as your name, you just name your business and then you just design a logo. So like right now, what we do is that we sell our sandwiches from containers. So like the person selling the sandwiches has to be branded. So everyone, because like even now, everyone is just selling sandwiches ever since I started this whole thing. So in town, so it's like everyone basically there. So we just have to be unique. So the branding behind our thing is that we brand our containers, and as well as the guys who are selling the thing. Because right now, if ever you go on every street corner in Joburg, there are people there, but like you're not sure if you're eating sandwich and Ntons or not. Yeah.
How do you find the competition ever since you started? Because you started not having competition. I mean, the competition you had were not with the products that you were selling, but rather with the people who are sharing the same space as you.
Yeah. So right now, how we handle our competition is that we just surpassing them with like performance, and because like everyone is just now doing it, so it's like over 20 street vendors selling sandwiches in town. But like we just have to stay different and identify our market, because our markets are like people who are basically commuting to work every single day. So people who know what they want to eat, what it is that they want to have in their bodies, people who are health conscious, you know. So like competition at the moment, like we just deal with it with just like people knowing us, so recognition on social media. So people recognize, okay, there's a difference, because even if our products do look the same, they are just not the same, because like there are certain ingredients that we use that another person wouldn't know that we do.
Another thing that you do, which stands out from your competition, I would say, is you dress up to go to, and that is what a lot of people don't practice. I don't know if they don't think it's important, but I've seen that, wow, you dress up as if you're going to your business, you're branding yourself with your own image as well. Yeah,
so basically is dress how you'd like to be addressed, you know, like dress up for your hustle. Just because you're a street vendor doesn't mean that you have to look like a mess, because most of the time the customers are just not buying the product, they're actually buying you as a person. So people actually buy us the way we dress up, the way we look neat every day. Everything looks clean. As long as you look clean, then your products can be sold, because like people basically do not take their hustle seriously. I can go to work in a suit to just go stand by the street corner, where else someone else would be selling the same thing but will not do that. But that's what sets us different from our competitors or anything. But the way we dress, the way we address our customer service, how the customer experience, the actual customer experience as a whole, that's what also gets us out there. But the dressing part, we just have to do it to actually look good. And if you dress good, you actually feel good, actually, because we get to work at 5 a.m. every single day. So you going out there looking good, like your confidence will be on 100 from 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. when you knock off.
Going back to your working hours, you on the streets at 5 a.m. And around what time do you sell out?
Probably at around 9:30. So around 9:30, maybe you left with like 1 or 2 products, and then like that's when the cutoff is, because like we're basically serving breakfast for now until we can venture out into lunch. So just 5 hours on each day, and then but the whole work is not the selling. The whole work is in the process of actually producing these products to actually get there by 5 a.m. every morning.
And how is that production? So for you to be out there selling at 5 a.m. means that your day starts much earlier.
Yeah. So basically, our day starts immediately after shifts end every day at 10.
Yes, like 10, yeah.
Yeah, so at 10. So basically, we start baking because we have baked goods as well. So we start baking at around 11 a.m. So that'll go all the way until maybe 6 or 7 p.m.
Okay.
Because we have like different products. We have muffins, we have scones, we have biscuits that we have to make every single day. So, and then later on in the evening, that's only when we do our sandwiches. Our sandwiches, we start them doing at 9 p.m. So we usually end up around 2 or 3 a.m. Then we just take a nap for like an hour or two. Then by the a.m. we're back at the station.
And how many hours of sleep do you get a day?
Man, like I think the most amount of sleep I've had in the past, I think we only sleep on weekends, but like during the week, like maximum 4 hours of sleep, and then after that you just know you have to get back to the streets again, or you just have to keep working. So there's no time for rest when you're a hustler, when you're an entrepreneur, a startup entrepreneur, someone who's determined about like making a difference in your life, but sleep is for the weak.
I guess people don't understand that in a hustle you have to contribute a lot of hours, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of sweat in order to make it work. And do you think that the youth is not willing to sacrifice all of those components of our life into making a successful business?
There's this stereotype that says the South African youths are very lazy, they do not want to do stuff for themselves. And I do not necessarily say they're lazy, but we just like sleeping on ourselves. We don't see our full potential, you know. People would like to start up stuff. People like, because we're full of ideas, people are always trying to start up something, but the process is, the problem is execution and actually taking it all the way through, because they do not know the amount of work that they'll have to actually put in to actually make that thing work. Because like people, they just like sleeping, they like not taking initiative in whatever they're doing. But the youths are the most powerful beings in South Africa, but we're just not seeing it yet. But like right now, I'm just hoping that them seeing me every single day doing what I do, it'll actually click in their mind that let me just get off my bed every morning and let me just try something, even if it just means like just going out there to just sell sweets. Because you being at home, being unemployed, it depresses you. You're not being very active in your life. You're just sitting there every single day just hoping for the best. But while you can take charge of your life and not depend on anyone for anything.
Now it's been a year and a month since you started your business, and obviously like any journey in life, there are challenges that you face. Do you mind telling us about those challenges, especially ones regarding licensing?
Yes. So there's so many challenges that I've had to face in this past year and stuff. So like firstly is like access to markets, because like getting places to work from, because like every place where maybe there's potential for you to make money is surrounded by security guards, so people who just not allow you to sell there. And then there's also challenges with department, you know, with getting licensing and trading licenses to actually trade on the streets. So like we're forever getting excuses from the government, how we are in violation of bylaws, but there's not anyone willing to actually engage us, to actually come up with solutions around this whole thing. And then there's also the challenge of our stock being confiscated. So like our stock gets confiscated by the Metro Police like every second week or something. It's been like another journey, because every time our stock is confiscated from us, we lose like 1,000 or something, 1,005 or something, and then we're given this fee of, is it 1.8 to actually get our stock back? Yes, and then after that there's an additional 180, so it's like 1,980 to just get back stock that is gonna be spoiled, because once that stock, because we sell fresh produce every single day, so we cannot go back and get the stock and then actually come and resell it the following day. So it's basically losses from our sides. And then there's been other challenges, like finding people to actually work with, people who can actually grow with the brand, because every time we just try and empower the youth, like giving them jobs, sometimes things do not end the way we thought it would. But it's been a challenge that just trying to build up a team that can actually go all the way with this brand to actually see its full potential.
Considering that you've lost so much money, you've been going through all these troublesome experiences, what at the end of the day makes it worth it? What encourages you to keep going and to wake up the following day and repeat the cycle?
So my biggest goal was for me to actually see my daughter live a better life. So everything I did was for her to actually take better care of her, give her the life that I never had before. So my daughter was the main reason behind my hustle, because even my hustle was started with her maintenance money. So I didn't pay maintenance for that month, so that money was used to actually start my business. So even now, like every day, I cannot not wake up and go out there, because I know what's gonna happen if I'm not out there. So like I was stuck in a predicament where you're faced with depression. There's so much happening in your life. You don't know where you're going, whether you're coming or going. You're just all over the place. But like I found purpose in my daughter to actually take this brand and take it to where I want it to be, and to actually make everything, like I want to give that little girl like a comfortable life.
A soft life.
Yeah, soft life,
I have a lot of people coming to me with ideas, and I know in one of the videos that I shot, a friend of mine was saying that there are so many things out there that you can do, and there's so many industries and types of jobs that are frowned upon because we view them in the mindset of like the 90s.
Yeah.
For example, being a domestic worker in 2020 is still being viewed as the apartheid era and all of that. Whereas there are so many cleaning companies currently that are so successful because somebody decided to take that job and make it a brand. The same way you took being a street vendor and made it a brand, and now it's viewed as this very glamorous job. But if you had to tell someone about that idea, they wouldn't really understand because they don't have that vision. And I think the youth lacks that vision to take that idea that you have and just make it great. And you've reached that point. And so for someone out there who's watching, how do they take that step?
The first step in this whole journey is actually coming up with a concept, coming up with an idea, and actually execution. Execution is what's important, because you sitting on an idea for a long period of time and not doing anything about it will not get you anywhere. So we'd like to encourage the youth to actually be starters in life, starting something, go out there, think, because like you're gonna get help from people you do not even know. People who, because like the people you do know, okay, they do support you there and there, but people who you necessarily do not know will not support your brand. But like the youth just need to get up and just raise awareness about their ideas. As you're saying, people have started these whole cleaning companies, and how this whole thing was seen as maybe for the old 70s generation of cleaning up people's houses. That is a good hustle. You can actually start doing that yourself, because like right now, the youth of SA, we faced with so much egos, there's so much pride. People will not stoop low, even if like they do not have the funds to actually finance their whole lives, but they just stay there and not do anything. And as you're saying, as a street vendor, even today, people, they still the stereotypes. So when say street vendors are just old ladies, selling on the streets. That is actually in the industry, and we are just out here to make it be seen as a profession, because right now, people do not see street vending as a profession. People are actually afraid because I also felt this, like I was like, Itumeleng, entire Itumeleng street vendor. Nah, I was like, okay, that was not that is gonna happen. But I actually went along with it and actually getting support. People who hype you up about your products or your brand will actually make you feel good about it, and you are gonna just bloom, get bloom now. Yeah. You're gonna bloom from there, and then you're just gonna take steps, a step at a time. You just need to get up. If ever you cannot get a job right now, think of a concept, think of something. Do not rely on our government. Our government does not help us. So we as the black children need to help ourselves. So we are the solution to our own lives and our own struggles and everything we faced with.
Thank you so much for coming on my channel and sharing all your knowledge.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So if they want to connect with you, where can they find you?
Okay, across all social media. Okay, on Twitter, I'm at Sandwich_King. On Instagram, I'm Sandwich_King. And then on Facebook, I'm Itumeleng Lekomanyane. And then if ever maybe you want to have like orders for like your office functions, anything, smaller yana parties, you can just hit me up on 078-427-3500.
Thank you so much, and I hope that they will connect with you.
Thank you.
That is so insightful.
Thank you, man, for having me. Till next time.
Thank you so much for watching my video with Itumeleng Lekomanyane. If you want to connect with him, I will leave his social media handles in the description box, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and also connect with me on my social media platforms on Instagram and Twitter @withbaratang. I'll see you in the next video.